What's up? How's everyone doing today? How are you on this beautiful Monday? Or maybe not so beautiful Monday. I don't know. So far, so good for me. Although I think I got eaten alive by some mosquitoes. So, that's always fun. But, what are we trying to do today? We are trying to get this banner done so that I can actually send it off and maybe even get it done. So, as we're moving forward and stuff like that, let's see what we can do here. So, oh, you know what? I wonder if I still have, let me see if I have them in essentials. Let's see, because YouTube stuff. Nope, that's not gonna be there. What? Where'd it go? It won't take me there. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I still have all the symbols. That's the thing that's missing for me. If not, I'm just going to download them, but there's only one spot that I really want to check that I should have them. Nope, it does not look like I have them. Well then, in that case, looks like I gotta go download them again. What joy. Alright, so we're gonna come over here, we're gonna type in, let's see, which one? Instagram, YouTube, logo, images, pretty much want it black and white. Take this one, maybe. You never know nowadays when you're trying to download these things whether they're good or not. Save image as. Okay, it's as a PNG. Gonna open it up, bring it in here, Control A and C, come in here, shrink it down, YouTube, enter, I'm gonna come in and we're gonna multiply it, bam, YouTube. Nope. Multiply. Dude, get it. Stop. Go away. I swear. Thank you. Jeez. Man. Being all difficult. Oops. No, don't want that one. There it is. Okay, YouTube. Try and get it lined up, you know what I mean? Because it's going to be important. Oh no, I'm not on the multi-stream. Someone said something to me. What's up? What's up, Redacted? How's it going? How are you? You doing all right today? Gerbil. All right, so we did YouTube. We want Instagram logo. We'll take this one. Hopefully it's not dumb. Sometimes they tell you it's a PNG, right? And you're like, oh, it's a PNG, it's gonna work. And then it's just got all these squares. I don't care, just let me. Right, like the PNG, like checker square, and then it's all like, oh yeah, you want this, right? And you're like, yes, actually I do. And they're like, too bad. Then let me download it. It's all like free download, except for you get no download. Thank you. My goodness. It shouldn't have been that hard. Struggling here. Blah, blah, blah. Mike said, what's up? What's up, Mike? How's it going? How you doing? I'm glad you were able to make it. Welcome, welcome. And Miss Ebony, what are you angry about? What happened? What I do now? There we go. All I'm trying to do is get this poster, or this banner. See, we're getting the banner done. Right? So, getting the banner done. Because I got a bigger convention coming up, so I got to make sure that I fill that in and take care of that. The gerb struggles too. Mike, man, how you been? How in the world have you been? And then we're gonna go to Twitch, logo, PNG. It's Monday. Streams are Sunday. Look, it was pay-per-view time. And I took the opportunity to hang out with the fellas. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't stream on Sunday. But it was just one of those ones where I'm like, you know what? I just want to do nothing. I would like to be able to do nothing. So that's what I did. I sat there and I watched yeah, sorry. Sat there and I just watched the pay-per-view. That was it. That's all I did. Doing good, man. Just making it day by day. I hear that. I almost have a 2021 12.9 inch paid off. Nice. So did you guys, well, Miss Ebony, do you see they officially came in and karate chopped those extra people. So I am back down to the regular number of followers. It's all good. I mean, I was surprised it took that long. Your advice, not purchase the handset. Yeah, I mean, it's cool, right? Like, I get it. Like, if you're doing animations, like if you are actually going to be doing full-on rendered animations and stuff like that, I would completely understand why you'd want to get the pre-made hand so you can just pop them in, pop them out, and done, and you don't have to ever worry about, like, oh wait, did that finger just kind of like tilt too much and stuff like that. Like, I get that, but if you're like me and I'm like, I'm not trying to do that, I'm gonna set my dude up and I'm gonna have one picture and then that's gonna be, you know, that's gonna be the thing, then the handset really isn't worth it. And that's what I broke down to. Is like, it's just not worth it. Oh no, is that not up? Oh my goodness, hold on, I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me connect the game for you. That's my bad. That's so my bad. I'm sorry. There you go. Now you guys are all there. Like I said, I'm truly sorry that I didn't have that turned on so that you guys can beat each other. Doesn't work. Didn't get Battle Royale. I also took your advice. What type of watch did you have on when you sat down? I didn't. No watch. Grammar correction. I took your advice and did not purchase Sticky Bones handset. I would have purchased them if they were 20 a set with 40. Yeah, I mean they're very expensive. But they have a sale going on right now for another Sticky Bones. I'm like 4 seconds away from purchasing another Sticky Bones. It's like $100. I started looking at other things, but I have to say this is definitely the most, dynamic figure. So I'm like, I think that's just the way to go. Hey, creatives, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in, man. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to finish up this banner so that I have something for a convention in DC that I'm going to. It's, no, not Twitch, TikTok. TikTok logo. This way? Why are you guys being poopy? Oh man. Facepalm, thank you so very much for that follow. It means a lot, man. Thank you so very much.
The Ninja Empire is supreme, dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
Facepalm, thank you so very much, and welcome to the Ninja Empire. You are our newest member. Thank you so very much. It means a lot that you would actually come in and support me and this project of trying to bring ninjas back to the forefront of entertainment. And I think we're in a good spot right now because, with Snake Eyes coming up, it's a thing, right? It's a thing. Yeah, it is a long sub, and the thing is, because I'm a tiny streamer, I figured it would be fun to kind of like do something with it and be like, hey, make the mantra. But as time goes on, I've realized that I really got to I gotta calm that down. I gotta find something else to make that work, right? So as things get going and I'm participating more and more with the Twitch community and stuff like that, I'm realizing that I do have to make these smaller, right? Or shorter, not smaller, but shorter. So I'm working on it. So we're gonna get there. Ninja equals shinobi no mono. That's true. It's very true. So how are you doing, Facepalm? What you been up to? Where'd my it's still over there. Okay, so we're trying to get a TikTok logo. TikTok logo is being difficult. Oh my goodness. Now you have to watch Ninja 3 to Domination. Someday I'll get back around to stream on Facepalm again. Oh yeah? Oh, is that you, Mike? You should come back and join us. Join us. Also, I was puzzled. Isn't Snake Eyes a blonde-haired, blue-eyed G.I. Joe U.S. Special Forces who got disfigured? Okay. So if you really want to get into this into this debate, yes. Technically, when they finally revealed him, he was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, white male who somehow infiltrated the most dangerous, highly decorated ninja clan and then became the best. Know what I'm saying? So yes, I think Larry Hama had the opportunity to go, you know what? This guy should have already been Asian. So since we're really trying to push the whole ninja thing, he should be Asian, which makes sense, right? Before, and this is why, like, this movie might change how I feel about Snake Eyes, because when I was growing up and they introduced ninjas and there was Storm Shadow who was a ninja, right? I instantly fell in love with Storm Shadow. And then Snake Eyes was there and he was like, oh, he's a ninja with an Uzi. And I'm like, no. And then as I, fell deep into the history and the lore of G.I. Joe, you start realizing that he was the toy, right? And so what happened was, in the initial run, they had run out of money, right? They had run out of money, so they couldn't paint a figure. And so Snake Eyes was all black because they couldn't afford paint, right? And then he just became super popular, and he was a commando, right? It kind of made sense. He's all black, commando, stuff like that. And then with the rise of the ninja in the 1980s, G.I. Joe or Hasbro was going, all right, who can we make a ninja and it might not be a problem, right? Like, no one would get upset because we wouldn't see it. And of course, Snake Eyes was already all black. So they're like, we'll make him a ninja. And so if you go back to his file cards, you'll realize that it says Commando. And then it'll say Commando. And then once they started trying to push the idea of him being a ninja, he had to be a ninja commando, right? They always threw commando in there only till like the mid to late 90s did he become like a ninja. Like, that's what they started calling him because they were hoping that everyone would just forget. So he was always this, he was a commando that they turned into a ninja. So I was like, nope. What's up, Mandala? Yep. Although Ninja Commando is pretty cool, but, I'm like, no. So I never really bought into Snake Eyes. But with this movie and the reboot, they've actually went ahead and was like, hey, we are going to rewrite some of the history of who Snake Eyes was to make it fit, right? And now him being a ninja, or him being Asian, and him actually already being there, being a fighter, and then being brought into the fold of this clan makes more sense than him being a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, hungry orphan running around in Japan, and they're just like, let's take him in. Oh my goodness, he is a prodigy of ninjutsu, and we are going to make him the next to lead the Arakashi, the clan. And I'm like, no. Just no. Right? So now they're trying to fix it, I think. Now they're like, you know what, we need to fix this. So I'm thinking that I might start liking Snake Eyes based on this movie solely because he's an actual ninja. Right? Like, ninja first, commando later. It's like, ooh, I'm a ninja who kicks butt with swords and shuriken and all kinds of stuff like that. Wait, you're gonna give me an Uzi? And I'm like, okay, that's different. Because ninjas did have, and they did utilize guns. They had they had hand cannons, they had guns, they did all this, right? So I don't have a problem with him using an Uzi. I have a problem with him being a commando who got turned into a ninja because of the trend of ninja, right? And that's what happened. Sorry, but there's my long rant. Super long rant. And he's not a mute. He's not a mute. he took a vow of silence when the Hardmaster died or was murdered by Zartan. Well, actually, it was Fire. Okay, depending on what story you find, it's either Zartan or Firefly. So it really depends on which story you're following. So I'm just saying, right? He's not a mute. He can talk. They have established that well and good in the movies. I mean, in the cartoons and the comics, he can talk. But like I said, he took a vow of silence in honor of the death of the Hardmaster until he can revenge the Hardmaster. So, is there every white character they are tokenizing or race swapping, but I never see them change another character to something else? Well, I think so. The thing is that the people that they're changing are people that never should have been white in the first place, right? Like Snake Eyes, based on his story alone, should never have been white. Like, he should have been Asian, plain and simple, right? So that's it. Like he should have been. By changing like Captain America to becoming, Falcon Cap, they finally established in the movies that it is more of a title than a person. Like Steve Rogers is Steve Rogers, who happens to wear the mantle of Captain America. When he stepped down, someone else took up the mantle of Captain America, right? Nick Fury could be anybody, and I mean, they got Sam Jackson. All right, you know what I mean? So I'm really thinking that now they're trying to go, you know what, maybe that character really was supposed to be Asian or black or Native American. We should probably make that happen, right? And no, you're right, creatives, man. It is a touchy subject, touchy topic, but I'm here to talk about it. If you guys want to talk about it, we should talk about it. Especially as a person of color, to finally see more and more representation of people who, like I said, should have in the first place been black, or if the story doesn't matter and they change it, it's like, all right, whatever, right? And that's the thing. And let's be honest about one thing here. They're fictional characters. You know what I mean? It's like they're fictional characters. He's like, you know what I mean? They're fictional characters, and I'm sure there's something to where you can make an argument, because I know that someone brought up, I was looking at something in TikTok, and someone was like, oh, well, could you make Black Panther white? No, you cannot, right? And there's a reason. There's a reason for you cannot make Black Panther white, because of his entire story. Everything that he is, it's just not a white person. So, it's like, there you go. You know what I mean? So, no, you can't do that. But could Superman be... but Superman, right? Superman can be black. Why can Superman be black? Because he's an alien. He could also be orange. He could be purple. And it wouldn't matter, right? The Punisher could be black or Asian or Native American. A person who lost their family and then decides to go off on, low level crime bosses and stuff like that. Okay, that could be anyone, so it doesn't matter, right? There's certain characters who you can literally switch it up and it doesn't matter, and then there's others that you just shouldn't touch. You're like, why are you doing that? Like, I was really worried that when they were gonna do Shang-Chi, that they were gonna make it a white guy. He's the master of kung fu. Oh. He's always been portrayed as an Asian man, and I was like, you know what? They're gonna make this movie, and they're gonna make him a white guy, and it's like, and that doesn't make sense, right? Because it doesn't make sense for the story. That's where this whole, can you change their race, or can you, change their race occurs. You have to look at the story. And is it necessary? Is there a reason for changing it? Should you? Why should you? You know what I mean? It just doesn't. I know a lot of people are getting bent out of shape about representation, which is weird, right? It's like, and I'm gonna get to chat in just a second. But have you have you noticed how people are upset about representation? Now we're seeing more black people, we're seeing more women, we're seeing more Asian people, we're bound to see more people from India and from Africa, and we're gonna start seeing more and more people, because it's been such an uproar to have representation of everybody, right? And it's like, wait a minute, why are we upset about that? I have my thoughts, but you know what? That is an argument to have in person. But all I'm saying is, like, why are we mad about representation? Like, come on. Like, there's no reason for that. We should be happy that it's more diverse, because we are more diverse. And if you look at it, we're in the, most of us are, or the Hollywood's in the United States, right? And that's what's changing. Well, the United States is supposed to be a melting pot of people. So, you know what I mean? So, man. All right, let's see. I'm going to go back. And we went Ninja Commando. If you think about it, modern day special forces. Yep. Did he test really high on the Ninja Glorian test? Mandala, you suck. He's making Star Wars jokes, and they're bad ones. It's like, stop it. They always fix any character that is white. They don't. No, redacted. Like, they always fix any character. No, they don't. No. Same thing. Like, why is Storm, who is like an African princess, why is she like proper English, like from England, when she speaks? You're like, wait, what? No. Stop it. If you really want to get technical, ninjas would not be out in garbs and stay hidden. No, you're right. No, that's true. Okay. Is fine. Retconning is fine if you don't change everything about the character. Yes, that's true. I mean, if you're gonna change the character entirely, make a new character. I'm all for that. Like, I'm all for the just make new characters. But the problem is, it's not. Everyone says that Hollywood's afraid of new content and new characters and new stories and stuff like that, but it's not true. The people who are afraid of that are the viewers. They're us, right? Because so many of us are like, yeah, we need more content, and we want representation, and we want this, and we want that. And then when they give it to you, you don't go out and support it. One of the biggest examples, which is so like heart-wrenching, is The Princess and the Frog, right? When Disney was like, hey, you guys have been saying you want 2D back, and you were like, we need a black princess because we need a black princess. And it's like, all right, fine, I will give you this. It's based in New Orleans. You're gonna have, all this music. I mean, that, if you haven't watched The Princess and the Frog from Disney, go watch that movie. That movie is great. That movie is so great, and it is 2D animated, and it is beautiful. So if you are a lover of animation, you should go watch it, right? That movie is great. But what happened was, Disney put in their millions, they put in the work, they showed everybody, and then nobody went and, not nobody, but in comparison, nobody showed out. Nobody. And then they're like, I don't like that music. Oh, they're talking about voodoo. I don't want my kids to know about it. Like, come on. Come on. Stop it. But we're the issue, right? Because we would rather go watch a remake of Batman again after, or the Justice League after it sucks hard repeatedly. We'd rather be like, well, they gotta try again. No, stop letting them try and give us something new. We're the problem. We're the reason why new content doesn't happen. Okay, sorry. You guys got me on a soapbox today. I would love to see more Static Shock. Yes. I would love to see a Static... You need to look him up. I would love to see some Static Shock.
I've seen the character, but for a while I just kept seeing the Static Shock cartoon
Yep.
on my TikTok.
Yep.
And it was just Static Shock's awesome. And I'm like, why?
So Static Shock showed up with Milestone, which was a DC imprint where they showcased black characters. And Static Shock was the Spider-Man of that universe. And he was Spider-Man. And that's what happened. He was Spider-Man and he was awesome. And he's the one character that stood the test of time. And so that's why, and he keeps getting brought back and getting stronger, and he's just awesome. Just awesome. There are a lot of Caucasian ninjas running around in the... Yeah, you're right. They're always the star, too. Like, once again, it's not a toy. It's like the Little Mermaid making her played by a black woman in the live action instead of a white woman with red hair. Exactly. Just depends on the backstory. Yep. Punisher is one of those legend characters that can be more than one. Yep. Exactly. People are upset. Yep. I also cringed at a white female. Yes. Yes. She shouldn't have played Ghost in the Shell. I personally really want to see Nicolas Cage as Superman. I'm not kidding. Are you? Ugh. Ugh. Oh, Aqualad would be an awesome show to watch too. Okay, Mandala, we gotta talk, man. You might need a Snickers because you're not acting like yourself. You said you want to see Nicolas Cage as Superman. Didn't you see that? Didn't you see that picture? Like, they tried that and he looked awful.
Why is there so much dog food under the workout machine?
What?
There's a ton of dog food under the workout machine.
Because you guys play with it and move it around.
So you can sit through.
Has dismantled the narrative. I wanted to see pre-Twitter Gina Carano as Wonder Woman. Okay. I'm like, I can see that. I would love to see more diversity of thought. Yep. Well, more content. Like I said, new content. I'm not sure she was white. I think it happened mostly because Japan mostly depicts the characters not. Yeah. The meaning of a melting pot in the U.S. terms. You can come here, but you need to speak English, right? I would love to see Storm voiced by a West African. Yes! That might be the case where one small group of people was taken to represent the whole. Then, when there was criticism from another small group in the whole, that was taken as major. Yeah. Yep. Oh my goodness. I am so behind in chat. I was cringing hard when Disney made Mulan in China right next to the concentration camp, and they thanked China instead of criticizing them. There was a lot of heat around the live-action Mulan show. I agree with the onus on the viewers of the vote of the US dollar. Yep. Yet they have parents dying in all their other movies. Yeah. You mean the Glenn animation style? I don't know. No more Batman, please. Not again. Yeah, no more Batman. I'm good. And you know what? Call me crazy, and I might be alone on this one, but give me like 1950s Adam West Batman. Yeah, he was goofy, but you know what? He was at least a superhero. You watch Batman now, and all he does is kill. Like, that whole I don't kill people. I mean, I forgot which one it was, but one of the Ben Affleck Batmans when he first showed back up, and he literally pulverized this guy's face into the cement floor, and then looked at Alfred, you know, through his little visors and was like, man, I forgot how much I missed this. Like, you're supposed to be a superhero. You're supposed to be the hero. How is nobody seeing that he's a problem? Batman's a problem. You know what I mean? But then you look at the 1950s one with Adam West, and he was a hero. You know what I mean? He would always help. He'd always be there. He arrested people. There was no, like, let me beat you into a pulp. And, you know, just, come on, man. Like, I have such a hard time when people are like, I love Batman. Like, he is my, you know, when they say their spirit animal, which they shouldn't, but, you know, it's like, oh my goodness, Batman. And I'm like, I don't know if we can be as close of friends as you would like, because Batman's got some serious issues. I don't know why he's over there chilling, just laughing behind the pillar, behind the house. Alright, I'm not kidding about Nicolas Cage assuming everyone wants someone who looked like any other Joe Schmo to be a superhero. Why should he always look like an underwear model? Fair. But that goes back to, you know, shape language and just the iconic look and symbolism and all that stuff, where I can see that. But see, if you get Nicolas Cage to be a Superman-like character, right? Like, create a new character where he's like, I look like a normal person, and there, you know, I just happen to be really strong and I want to save people. That would be cool, right? Like, I'd be all with that. But when you go, he is Superman. Superman has the big thing for me, and I'm not a Superman. Like, Superman's cool. I like his ideology and stuff like that. But I'm not a Superman fan, right? But if I draw Superman and anyone else that I see draw Superman, he has a square jaw, right? Like, he looks like he looks like he can, you know, he can mess some people up just standing there, and that's Superman. Like, it doesn't matter if he's white, black, orange, green, purple, or polka dotted, but he needs to look like just standing there like, oh my goodness, this dude, he might be a problem. So, I don't see Nicolas Cage as being that imposing good guy. Love more black superheroes that are created instead of given the mantle or hand down. No, you're right. I would love to, like I said, I want to see new content. Like, that's what I want. I want to see new content. But once again, we're not us, because, you know, you saw what we did with Black Panther. But we as consumers are the problem. So even if they're like, hey, look, we got this really cool character, he's got a really cool backstory, he's doing these really cool things, the problem is that the majority of the industry will not go support it. Maybe the first issue, if it was a comic, maybe the first cartoon, but that's it. The conversation about diversity and representation. Why do we have to look so ideal? That's fair, Mandala. That's fair. And I was thinking, it's like 20 years ago when the rumors about Cage came out. And maybe even superheroes based off African American. You were on your so I was not. Didn't start that way. I started off, I'm like, look, I'm gonna finish off this banner, and I have gotten exactly 4 logos in. Yeah, same thing for me about Gina Carano's Wonder Woman. Okay. The reason why there are not a lot of characters losing their parents in Disney's movie is because Walt Disney lost his mom. He never recovered after that. There's a lot of parents who die in Disney, man. What are you talking about? Like, I mean, Frozen, parents died. Tarzan, parents died. Cinderella, parents died. Mulan, no. Tiana, father died. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. Like, I'm just saying, there's a lot of dead parents in Disney movies. I've been a fan of Batman since I was 4 years old in the late 1980s. I never understood Batman breaking his own code. Only gripe is Batman jails Joker, Joker escapes, kills, cycle repeats itself. See, and here's the problem. Here's the problem that oh my goodness, let's not even talk about Up. That movie was so depressing. Bambi, oh my goodness. I think Up was DreamWorks, wasn't it? Yeah, I think Up was DreamWorks. So here's the real problem. I've always had I've had a problem with Batman, but I've had a bigger problem. Oh, it's Pixar. Okay. The bigger problem I have is with Bruce Wayne. So Bruce Wayne is a billionaire, right? If he wanted to fix Gotham City, he could. Like, period. He could create a jail that would actually hold people. And then he would give jobs. He would give people jobs and living wages and all that kind of good stuff so that there's no reason for crime. And then those people who, that you want to say, oh, well, they're hardwired to be criminals. Okay, well, then you let the police handle those people, and then they get locked up, and life is great, right? But Bruce Wayne doesn't want to do that. Like, Bruce Wayne wants to be Batman. He wants to fight these villains. I don't think there's an actual end game for him to be like, we're gonna stop this. In the cartoons, they start fighting intergalactic people, and he's got answers for all this stuff, which makes him really cool as the human of the group, and he's the one who's considered the most dangerous. But when he's in his own world, when he is in Batman, I don't think there's an end goal. Like, he doesn't want to clean up Gotham. He just wants to keep fighting the bad people of Gotham. And that's what makes him a problem. Like, that's what makes Bruce Wayne and Batman a problem. He doesn't want to see the end. And I don't know if he keeps putting them in Arkham Asylum that clearly people get out of by, like eating a cookie and farting, and then they're out causing problems again, and yet they still keep putting them right back in the same place. I think, honestly, the biggest villain of Gotham City is Batman. Batman and Bruce Wayne. I think they are he's the villain of Gotham. Also, when they blame Walt Disney for racism, they ignore that most, if not all, of those racist animations were made by communist-affiliated guild unions that worked for Disney. I know, to be honest, most of it was all just war propaganda that was bad all around. Like, everyone was awful, and it's just, I think that it also went on beyond that. I mean, come on. What was that? Dumbo was Disney, right? Yeah. But I'm like, dude, right? Dumbo was Disney, right? I think Dumbo was Disney. Dumbo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so what? Uh-huh.
And they had to go leave to put away groceries, and so they put on this game, which was like the word
Mm-hmm.
and it just comes there.
Okay, so Dumbo is Disney. They created a character called Jim, who happened to be a black crow. Come on. Come on. Like, come on. You know what I mean? I'm like, come on. Come on. Come on. There's a theory that Batman is mentally ill. Joker is yang to Batman's yin, and that Batman doesn't really want to stop crime. Yeah. I'm dying 33 degrees. Ew. Ew. Are you in one of the parts of land where like it never gets hot, so therefore we don't have an air conditioner? Because that's what my parents say. They live in Germany, and then they always get this like 2-3 week heat wave, and then they're dying for that time because they don't have any air conditioning. Well, Walt Disney lost his mother first and then his father later on. I mean, it's kind of the way life happens. These are fell words, Tillman. You might have found yourself on a hit. Look, there was so I got invited to like a podcast with Diamond. So the distribution, what used to be the one and only distribution company for Marvel and DC and stuff like that. And so they had this podcast, and they get some attention, and they're like, all right, we're gonna do the unpopular opinion. And they went to everyone on the panel, and then they came to me, and I was like, Batman is the villain of Gotham. Plain and simple. Like, I just threw that out there, and it was like, whoa. And I was like, yep. And like, yep. So I'm pretty sure I'm on a lot of people's hit list, and I'm betting that once conventions kick up again, that someone is gonna find me at a convention and be like, all right, we need to talk about Batman and your thoughts on him. Wasn't Jim D. Crow Dumbo? Yeah, he was. He was his buddy, but come on, man, Jim Crow, like, come on. It's like this in Canada 6 weeks out of summer. Ugh. The one Disney movie that made me raise my eyebrow was Pinocchio. The donkey in the sweatshop scene. Yeah, it was bad too. From the Wikipedia page on Dumbo, Cliff Edwards as Danny Crow, previously named Jim Crow. On the original scene, the leader of the group of crows, though he initially jokes and ridicules Timothy's idea that Dumbo can fly, he hears Dumbo's tragic history and becomes determined to help Dumbo fly for real. He is never mentioned by name in the film. I wonder why. Gonna call you out at a convention like Richard Kill and Happy Gilmore. Bring it on. Oh goodness. Eric D. July, Young, Work 59, has spoken on the things happening in comics, media, and other facets. I also watch him. Amazing person. Let me write that down. I'll look him up. Young Ripa 59. Got it. I'll look him up. Song of the South. Yeah, that was an interesting one. Me meeting you in the parking lot. As I tell everybody, even though I'm getting older, ain't nothing but air and opportunity. You feeling froggy? Jump. Battle of words about Batman. Let's see, what else do I have? Twitter? Like, what else do I have? Oh my goodness, stop going to this place. Suck. Ugh. Dude. All I want is a stupid Twitter logo. That's all I want. Shouldn't be that hard. Shouldn't be that hard. It's not even gonna load now. Ugh. Suck. I think you're a cool person. I don't understand why they would put you on a hit list at conventions. It's like they're becoming SJWs and your view is unacceptable. You know, I have my opinions. Everyone has their opinions, you know. And the problem is that one of the bigger problems is because I happen to be black. So if I have opinions that go against the norm, kind of seen as a problem, and so either I'll get avoided or I'll get pushed off to the side. Like that's what happens. I've seen it. It's been there. You know, been there, done that. It's all horrible. Urgh! Garbage out of here. But like I said, it's never stopped me before. It's never stopped me before. You know, and I'm the type of person who's always willing to listen. Like if you have something that isn't just that's just the way it's always been. I hate that. Like that logic, well that's the way it's always been, is stupid. Because what I normally do when someone tells me is like, oh well that's just the way it normally is, or that's the way it's always been, I bring up slavery. I'm like, slavery lasted so long because that's just the way it always was, you know? And like, that's just the way it is. And I'm like, yeah, it's because it doesn't affect you. So, but if you have an argument, like we're allowed to disagree, you know, like you're allowed to disagree. That's cool. Disagree all you want, but have some reasoning behind it, you know? So, all right, Mike, thanks for coming in and hanging out. Hope to see you again. All right. Miss Ebony, what were you trying to do? Because if you're trying to get the prompt, it's exclamation point Patreon. I would love to see more diversity of thought, as there are many people of different skin tones that have amazing minds. Right. Always focus on race and diversity of thought. Right. You sound like you have diversity of thought. Thanks. Marxists and those who hate diversity of thought don't like open viewpoints and aren't. Yeah, it's true. So much controversy, but that's what we do here in the Empire. That's right. You asked for I asked for more logos. That's right. But here's the problem. So I do have a Patreon for Follow the Kaiser, but I was doing more educational stuff with that. So I can't use that because I shut it down because I was like, it's a lot of work. Like it was a lot of extra work. So I shut that one down. So the Patreon's actually Ninja Empire. So it doesn't work with, it doesn't work with the whole, here are all these things, follow the Kaiser. So, because I have a whole brand and it's Follow the Kaiser. And then Ninja Empire came up after, right? And so I had to start another Patreon. It's the only thing that's different. It's the only one that's different. You're like, it's a new project. I get it. All right, so we're gonna save. Need 2 more panels. Let's see, what do I have that'll work? Definitely should probably bring in this guy. He's important. So I want you guys to help me here. When we have to get to a certain goal. I don't know what that goal is, but we need to set the goal, and at that point, I will start making all of the loyal subjects of the Ninja Empire will then become ninjas, and we will have I'll have this huge jam page of my followers and subscribers as ninjas. Like that's gonna be something that I would do, like, you know. So yeah, I don't know what the goal is yet, but we need to come together and figure out what that goal is. So I remember the Tumblr fanatics of Steven Universe cyberbully the female artist who drew female characters in Steven Universe on the slim mode. She almost ended it. Oh my goodness. See? And that's the thing, like, that's what kills me. Is like, there is zero reason for all of this, like, all these people being just complete and utter jackwads. Right? It's like, how do we get people emotionally involved? Oh yeah. The story Ninja Empire is actually about Ninja Empire is a revenge story, right? That circles around the main character of the Black Dragon, who was an outsider, right? Not part of the inner group, who then wanted to be and proved themselves to be great, but then betrayed by the people who he worked so hard to become part of to raise his family, and then they not only betrayed him in battle, but also killed his wife and kid in front of him, and now it's all about vengeance for his family. So it's if you have a family, which I'm assuming everyone does, you know, like at one point there's someone, you have a family that is there. But if you have family and then they have been wronged so badly and you have been hurt, then this story is going to be that for you. Like, it's about redemption for this character and the revenge of the death of his family. That's how you become emotionally attached, because like this character, right? The Black Dragon, you will actually see him break down. Like at the very beginning, when I'm opening up the story, which is something I'm going to be drawing relatively soon, is we see him and he's in a cave, right? And it starts off with a black panel, and then there's like this scrape spark of him sharpening his blade, right? And he tells the story of what's happened, and then at the end he's crying, right? And then he gets up, he puts his mask on, and he's like, there's no more time for tears, I will avenge you, right? And then he walks off, and then that's where the story kicks in. So you get to see this character, this guy who's like, I am a badass, but he's emotionally, broken because of what happened to his family. So I think that's how everyone gets connected into it. And not to mention, like, everything that he does is how I would do it. Like, how I'm gonna react. Like, this is me, and I'm gonna put myself into the position of what would happen if, which is really not. It's like, it's going to be interesting because, like I said, this is the first time that I've ever made a character that is, whoops, actually me. So, yeah, there you go. I remember when a white leftist female who fixed a Japanese artist's rendition of Knuckles' human form, then told the artist fixed your for you. Oh no. She even had the audacity to say she changed the skin tone to black because she thought Knuckles was black coated. Huh. And she rage quit. I mean, it's hard out there in them streets. Yeah, Twitter can be rough. Twitter can be rough. We are 5 spots away from another emote. 5 away. We can get those next 5. I don't know when it goes down because it falls down when people subbed and when it goes away. But we get 5 more. We can get 2. And I know we're gonna do a ninja raid because if when we have a lot of people in and we actually raid people, we can actually I'll have a raid command that you can copy and paste, right? So yeah. And then I was told that I had to do an F- because of my history. Oh, nice. You should say thank you for me.
Okay.
Alright. Should I put that one down? I'm thinking that I need to put this one down since this one's in color. And as we go further down, right, we got delayed color. I think I'm going to put this one further down. Mostly because if I put this one down here, it would make more sense, right? Because we've got color, and we'll do another color, then it goes to a stark black, and then it goes to the line weight of the pencils. Ninja raid. Let's see, one thing that made me cringe and become peeved was when Butch Hartman was commissioned to draw Ranma and he searched the webs for an image in literature. Oh, I remember that, man. People lost their ever-living mind. I remember that. Like, didn't he also get commissioned to do his own, like, characters? And then that happened as well? Ninja Raid. Ninja Raid, is that a raid specifically made for ninja households to combat the ninja cockroaches and centipedes and ants? Yes. Yes. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Twilight, how's it going? Nice to have you with us. Well, you missed You missed the most epicest of epic soapbox rants. Let's see, it's been an hour, so about an hour. Hour soapbox rant. It was I don't know if it was epic. I thought it was a good conversation. But I guess you'd have to ask chat if you know how they felt about it. I need some ninja raid. 2 cockroaches within a 3-hour period. I have a panic attack. It happened Monday to me. Oh, I'm sorry. Tell me. It was like. Disney, Batman, Superman, yeah. We talked about it all. And then I was told I was going to be targeted at conventions because of my harsh words towards Batman.
Well, Batman
It did start off. No, it started off with Snake Eyes. We were talking about Snake Eyes. And then stuff just went bananas. That's true. That is exactly what happened. My goodness. Green Lantern? I want it to be cooler. Yeah, tell me I'm gonna get canceled because Twitch bullying Batman. Yeah, Butch Hartman, he shouldn't have done that. Like that's just something that shouldn't have happened. At least put effort. Yeah, no, you're right. That's right. Then things started really getting out of hand. It did. I mean, it was a good one. Once again, I thought it was good, but who knows? I was like, this is where we're at. Just make a character named Tailman, a guy who beats people up at the cash register. I always think of that was and here's the thing. That's I didn't like that. Like when they did was it Teen Titans on the WB, and in the trailer he was all like F Batman, and I'm like, come on now, why does everything have to go dark? Why is everything dark for DC? Like, everything. The reason why I liked Aquaman, like, I didn't really think I was gonna like Aquaman, right? The movie with Momoa. But, man, did I enjoy that movie. Because it definitely didn't take itself seriously. Even though they had really cool stuff, you know, Black Manta was no joke, and it was a really cool movie, but bro, Aquaman was brilliant. Like, I'm waiting for Aquaman 2 because that movie was awesome. And then you've got Everything's Evil, you know, it's like Everything's Evil DC. It's like, you know, oh, it's Just Titans. Oh, I'm sorry. Just Titans. But I'm just like, why? Why is everything going like, we gotta be gritty and dark and evil? It's like, why? Come on. Just want me some good old Adam West and Bart Ward 1950s Batman running around Gotham City with a giant bomb over his head. instead of changing Snake Eyes and hand me down his race or title. They should give a new ninja, maybe the son of Snake Eyes or something. Well, so in the comics, there's a new Snake Eyes died, and Snake Eyes' spirit has possessed one of the descendants of the Ashikage clan, and now she is, I forgot what her name is, but she's the new Snake Eyes, but she's like haunted by Snake Eyes, but it's not, it's kind of like a Jaga thing from Thundercats, where he's the mentor, but she's her. It's weird. It's a really weird thing that they got going on right now. Like, it's a really weird thing. I created a new ninja, son of Snake Eyes, and some Japanese woman trained him in the ways of shinobi and other factors. Voila, descendant of yeah. Oh Lord, another Ninja 3. Maybe the creator of that character was also a big fan of Ninja 3 and was like, I need to find a way to make this work. It was I loved Aquaman was awesome. I don't care. I walked out of Aquaman very happy, which I didn't think was gonna happen. Like, I went in there with a friend, and he was like, "Come on, we're gonna go watch this movie." And I'm like, "But it's Aquaman." And I was like, "What's he really gonna do? It sounds stupid." And it was great. It was great. A grand time. Oh, I should do a turnaround. But do we do a turnaround? Had me skipping scenes. Really? I loved Aquaman. Aquaman was awesome. Loved me some Aquaman. It was stupid fun, and I think that's the part for me. It was stupid fun. Doctor. What? Whoops. Forgot. I'm working in layers. Oh man, it's almost perfect. Wasn't it Storm Shadow who died? His body or genes were used by Cobra. No, he didn't die. No, he didn't die. He got killed a lot, but then he was brought back, and Cobra Commander kept him on ice. It was weird. That was back in the day, though. I would actually love to see more Spawn animations done. Well, McFarlane was talking about it coming back. He was like, "Oh yeah," you know. So we'll see. It was great back in the 90s when he did it. I wonder what, the way with animation and technology and all that kind of good stuff. It'd be nice to see what he does with it. There's just something amazing about Spawn, black anti-hero who has his own issues, a special forces vet, and his outfit is amazing. Though Alcyon does become he becomes OP in the future. He becomes God and the devil, something like that. Like it's still moving forward. I mean, I guess that's all there is to it. I think it was some of the action. You were skipping over Jason Momoa. I'd watch him just sit and breathe for 2 hours. And fight to get the trident was like that move. Right? I said release the Kraken. Playing Duncan, Idaho in Doom film. Is he? Ugh. I don't know about that. but not in a terrible overdone Lucas sort of way. And oh no. No. Get my character in a little bit. There we go. Like that, and then do the old CV, and then go to edit, transform, flip that one horizontally so we can put this character over here. Nope. I'm not gonna see the character anyway, so it doesn't matter. Though I think the reason why people like characters who don't have the same skin tone as them is because people like good characters with a good story. Right. Right. That's what it all should be about, is story. But like I said, the story is important. Speaking of characters from Dune, I love this troll photo when Jason was in the Winter is Coming show. So I find it life to life struggling. One went wrong. A sequest. Oh my goodness. Tells you how much I watch TV. Yeah, I always cringe when they create black or Hispanic characters nowadays and they have to make them with stereotypical stories. I would love characters that are normal or average. Joe's and Joe. Yeah. Game of Thrones. Me there. That's because the show isn't on TV. It's on HBO. Oh, there you go. If you're old enough to get that reference. Congrats. Oh, yeah. I'm old enough. I got it. That's it. Was only in season 1. Thunder Keys. Thunder Keys! What's up? Oh, the lurk works. Or, well, it's put in. Let's put it like that. The lurk's been put in. I finally have your command. Twilight. So the commands is there. I remember Meteor Man. Normal and average superheroes. I got shot down for my Nicolas Cage idea. But that's for Superman. That's for Superman. Ooh, we are definitely gonna change that. I do not like the Pepe the Frog thing, cause see, it was already built in. So I'm not feeling the Pepe the Frog. I'm gonna have to put in I'll put in mine instead. Yeah, we're gonna change that up quick. How do we come back? I think that's it. You just talk. Because all it really does is tell you that, hey, this person is gone, and then you say something, and then you come back. Who would ever have a creepy crawler's plastic? Freddie B. What? What's up, Freddie? How's it going, man? It announces your grand return. It should. I don't know. Let's hope they put it in there. Streamlands was doing it. I'm back now. I'm back now. Or at least it's supposed to. They had one Toys R Us back in the day. Metal mobile plates. So, as we had one extra person subscribe today, right? We were at 30 subscribers for this month, and 5 more. Like with 5 more, we get a second emote that I gotta work on, and I want to do. I'm thinking of Ninja Raid. Ninja Raid. You working hard over there in the big NY? They making you work? I can't see the redacted computer, which I realize sounds like a ridiculous question. I don't know. Oh, it's because he's on YouTube. So he's over in YouTube, and the thing only works for Twitch. Yep, in Twitch. That's the thing. It's only a Twitch thing. Yep. Yep.
When you're done with your stream, can you tell I can keep it?
Yes. You make me feel like I'm back in 1988, 4 years old with Batman cereal and Airwolf Police Academy. Good. It's like good. Deadlines. Oh man, I hear you. Oh no. All-nighters are a no. No. Yeah. So, as far as the chat goes, yes, you can see them in chat because with Streamlabs OBS, it allows me to multi-stream. Good night. It allows me to multi-stream, and I have put the multi-stream chat into where you can see it, right? So if you're watching the stream and you look at the thing, you're like, oh, look, someone said something. You should be able to see it. Like, it'll put the little YouTube symbol next to them, which means they're in YouTube. When I joined Twitch, my body was twitching, so I was like, did I accidentally do something to be blocked? No. It's two timing on the stream. Trace timing. I'm also streaming Facebook. And here's the thing. Until someone is like, hey, we're gonna make this lucrative for you to be exclusive, I don't care. I'm gonna stream to all three of them. If I could, I'd stream to more. Yeah, I do. It's out there on Facebook. Like I said, I straight up stream to more. Be like, come and see it. Come on. It's like, let's get it. Oh, I definitely need something back there. Give me that gray thing back. Overlay, so we'll bring this one underneath, and we'll say that needs to be overlay. But I don't see faces in book. I'm in two places at once. Nice. Wait, do I need to merge these two? Hold on. So we make this normal, and then we make this normal. Alright, we come over here and we just do a little thing here. Something like that. Right? Okay. Then we should be able to merge these two together. And then we come in here and be like, alright, let's see what you can do. No, it's too dark. There we go. Now we just need to get rid of the thing in the back, and we're good. Which means we come back here, we go to wand, select that, select, modify, inverse, right here, delete, bam. Stream all things like laser beams, water liquid. So where's AwesomeCon? What are you working on? So AwesomeCon is DC's like big convention, and they're actually doing it this year, and so I need a new banner. And what's funny is that not last year, so when the pandemic was over, my last convention was San Diego, and to ensure that I was going to make a new banner, I actually threw it in the trash, because normally I would take it with me and I'm like, well, I'll make a new banner, and then I never made a new banner. You know, it's like, no, I don't need, no, it's okay, new banner, whatever. And that's what happened. And so I was like, no, I'm gonna throw this in the trash, and then I'll have to make it. And then the pandemic hit, and so then I never needed to make it again. And now here we are, and it's like, hey, this convention's happening and you have no banner. It's like, oh. So I need to make a banner. And so what I figured is I would do everything from Ninja Empire. You know, main character, so you get to see him. Name, as it should be able to stick out. Logo for, you know, the comic and the studio. Main bad guy, showing off that I can do turnarounds. Ninja, and then you probably won't see this anyway. Right? I want to keep it more simple. I think I'm going to throw a texture into the background though, to give it that kind of like rice paper feel, so that everything kind of feels like old, because right now everything is nice and clean. So I think I'm going to put a texture over top of it to throw that off. Yeah, next month. Yep. Just kidding. Google exists. Okay, YouTube was fine when it started lagging. Oh. Fine, then it started lagging. I have no idea. But technically, how can a person be in two places at once? When they're, no, you just have to have the magic, the right amulet. It'll take care of you. But do they keep pestering you with the word awesome while having Joker smiles? No. Sadly, no. Oh, the music's over. Music stopped. Boop. There we go. Boo doo boo doo boo doo boo doo boop boop. And so, what we did here was, I did color and color, right, and then the full black, and then just lines. So it's kind of like a de-evolve. So this one would technically be pencils. This is inks. This is the color character designs. Here's the main bad guy. Here's the main character, which happens to be me. So once again, it's telling a story. Like, I like being able to tell a story in one way, shape, or form, right? So it tells the story of your main two characters are right there, right? And then it tells the story about me, pencils, inks, and colors, and I'm a character designer. All in one banner, all wrapped up with a nice little bow. So now we're gonna come over here and grab this cover illustration. Well, that's not good. Shouldn't have that much open. Ah! I even labeled these. What? Rim light. What is this? That's all those people. Should be. There it is. Ooh. How big is the banner? It's 6 foot. 6 foot by 2. 6 foot by 2.5 feet. They will have conferences and meetups where the code and dialogue will be awesome on top of awesome. Brain is nosy and feels the need to imagine how big it will be. Yeah, it's 6 feet. I could go for the 8 feet one, but people have issues with that. Sometimes, depending on where it is, like what conventions, like you can only have it so tall. Oh man, I completely cut that out, didn't I? What was I thinking? Alright. Not a problem. Ugh. So, yeah, whatever. So we come here, cut that off. Then we can come here. And make sure that it doesn't look like... Right, change it up a little bit. It makes the paper look less stitched together. Right? Then we'll just going to Control E, T, ease that up, ease that. So now it's completely covered. And now we just go through the settings. Right? Alright, so we got 9 people in the chat. I think it's time for a 4-cent ad. So stick with me. I'm going to be drawing. I'll be with you. Most of you guys are subscribed anyway, so you won't even notice. But I got to get those 4 cents. Got to get those 4 cents. And everyone over at YouTube, you have no idea what we're talking about. Because you won't see the ad. Like you won't see it anyway. Alright, let's see. What can we get here? Well, that's giving it a little bit. I like that. Toned everything down. Oh, thank you so very much for those biddies. Thank you very, very much. It's so nice. Such an interesting number. Thank you so very much for that. I gotta change that animation up too. See, this is what happens. I'm starting to move outside of. Now it's like 12 cents. So, thank you. I keep moving into new realms where I'm like, okay, I gotta fix that. I gotta fix this. Right? Like the subscription thing is just too. It's too long now with people trying to, you know, I don't know, drive me crazy by subbing a whole bunch and gifting stuff like that. And so, yeah, you know, so I got to change that. I got to make sure that I change the bits thing, you know, so that it represents Ninja Empire and stuff like that. So, okay, so it told me that I need 100 to unlock the next batch. Who us? No, gifting a bunch of subs one after the other. Yeah, I know. We'd never. I know. By the way, we're 5 away from the next emote. Just letting you know. Oof. All right. Nope. Oh, nope. Oof. Ooh, those are all horrible. Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise. That was all horrible. We hate watching you pantomime. Speaking of the lines, I need to get concentrated on work stuff. This is the true power of the ninja. Alright, man. Thank you for coming in. Always a pleasure. Don't work too hard. And you didn't tell us about what you were cooking or making or eating. Like nothing. 5 subs. Does extending subs work? I have no idea, but I don't think so. That'll count for, like, I know that I have some people who did some extended subs, and it'll count each time that it's renewed, it'll count for that month. See, that's not strong enough. And I think that's too much. Like, I really want to get this, I really want to get a texture on here, but it doesn't look like that's, the color burn stuff isn't working the way that I want it to, and everything else was just hot garbage. I guess multiply is gonna have to be, multiply is where we're at. Food Man is 3 streams behind, yeah? I ain't got time to make gourmet food. I'm eating frozen white Oh! Ew! 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 No frozen White Castle. Shame on. Ew! Gross. Well, I added some homemade mustard-based sauce and stuff. Still. Ew. Or should I just add that to the background? Now the question comes in, do we, do we put it under, we definitely need, that pops that right out. Kryptonite of the Ninja Empire. Have you had it before? Ugh. So gross. That's just me, They're just... Ew. Ninjas, for tonight we dine in hell. We raid the White Castle tonight. Mini burgers, and why are they wet? You bite into them, it's like, ugh. It's gross. My dad loves them too, but I'm just like, I cannot. Like, I cannot. See, that's just, it's still too strong. They're steamed. Oh no, that's why they're squishy. Steamed. Ugh. Blech. Nope, that's all I got. Nope, nope. Okay, so that's not lined up. I love sliders, but steamed, yeah. I don't know, I think that just this little bit of texture, like, that's too much. So I'm thinking that just this little bit of texture, oh, it's not even up all the way. Oh, that's because it's too much. I don't like it. I like okra. I think. I don't know. What? Okra? My wife has made me try a whole bunch of things. I don't know. Maybe okra was not it. See, I'm thinking, I think this might be it. But then again, maybe we just put it on the blue. Or we just make it we can just multiply it up on the blue. Oh yes, I like the texture. Spent 2 years before one in New Orleans because my girlfriend okra is tasty. Then you should like sliders. I was raised on okra and rice. Okay, I see the issue here. So we're gonna come in here, we're gonna go bam, 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 bam. And we go bam. That way we have just a little bit of texture on the background, right? And then everything else is nice and crisp. What did you do with skipping single digit? I have no idea. It's a good question. Single digit, I'm pretty sure, is helping his wife fulfill Kickstarter stuff. You guys are just jealous of my frozen steamed mini burgers and questionable meat quality. And Skip might be... he might be traveling back to see his parents. So... alright, Mondo, check. Take care. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's do a copy. See, but I don't like that. I don't like that. Do we put a giant ninja star back there? No, that's not gonna work. I don't want to overdo it. You know what I mean? But it feels like something's missing. Oh no. Yeah. That's not what I wanted. Select, where's my inverse? Inverse, go back up to the ninja one, delete. Alright, so at least now that's lined up. Is it too early to ask for winter? No, not at all. Still feel like something's missing here. See, like, I like that, but I think there's too much white because of the Black Dragon's outfit. So let's see if we can't change the color. See if red will work. Ooh. I do kind of like that. Although I do not like that tangent at all. So, how much longer are you on? Not very long. Because I think once I'm done with this, I'm gonna... There's no need to start something new. You know? And we might have to bring you up. Because that tangent will drive me crazy. What do y'all think about that little red outline? I like that. Yeah, I do. I like that. Still want to hear what you guys think, though. But I do like that.
The Ninja Empire is supreme,
What?
dominant, and unstoppable.
No!
Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination.
Oh
When
my
we take on a
goodness.
mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
Oh my goodness, Anonymous. Oh, you gifted so much. Thank you so much for those gifted subs. I think we need to do Ninja Hype and Ninja Raid. Like, that's just...
The Ninja Empire is supreme, dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
This headband has me all 80'd out. Like just... Like, you know, there's no time to, like, fix my afro to make it work. This is what's going on.
The Ninja Empire is supreme, dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
Oh my goodness. I don't know who you are. Anonymous, that's mean. Thank you. Thank you so much. Here.
The Ninja Empire is supreme, dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
Ah! Let's get all the props in.
The Ninja Empire is supreme, dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, We must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
Yep, I definitely have to make that shorter. Like something's gonna have to give. Maybe it'll be just someone throwing a whole bunch of ninja stars. What? I don't know. Gotta do something better than that 3,000 was like, wait. That's the thing. Like I think it's that one isn't that long, right? It's just that one. The follower thing is a total of I think 10 seconds, but it's still long when you get it 3,000 times. Oh my goodness! One more time? I don't think so. I think that was it. Genocide of squirrel. No, one's not triggering. Let's see, who was it? Did Genocide Squirrel get it, or did Friends Inc. get it? Because I'll run it one more time. I just don't remember who. Do you guys remember? Was that the last one? Because I can run one more time, if that's what you'd like. One more again, I can do that. But yeah, I'm up for suggestions on how to keep it shorter. Like what should I do? I gotta think of something because yeah, we're gonna have to get some shorter ones. And then I think what's gonna happen is what I'm gonna do is I'm going to end the day, bring it to me, right? And then I'll do the pantomime for the whole thing as we end. I think that's what's gonna happen. What? I want credit for my gifts. I'll never tell. You guys are awesome. Yeah, we're gonna do. You know what? I know there was supposed to be an F- because of that was what Single Digit said, because he was one of my former students. But I think for the sake of argument, we need Ninja Hype. We need Ninja Hype and Ninja Raid. We need those. Yes. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Thank you so very much, Anonymous, for gifting those subs. It means so much. You have unlocked another emote, which we will be doing on Wednesday. We're just gonna come in, and that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna make those emotes, and yes, then that way everyone can use it. We'll put it up live, and I think that it'll be able to happen, right? Like you'll be able to get it almost instantaneously. So yeah. I don't believe that he got an F-. I don't think so. But it was a thing. So when I was at the Art Institute, that's what I threatened a lot of people with F-, you know, and then it became like this ongoing joke that because I would just scream out F- for no reason. But the problem was that I was very strict, right? And so they knew that I would fail them on a heartbeat for being dumb. You late, F. You know, you decided not to do it all, F. You know, not a problem. I give you a 0 quick. So the F- was very it caused people trauma, because they're just like, oh my goodness, like this guy means it. Like he gets joy out of the idea of an F-, and I did, because it was funny, you know. It was fun. People would then be like, oh my goodness, the F- is coming. Then they'd want me to say it, you know what I mean? Like it was just a fun thing that we did, and it stuck with people, especially with me, to the point to where the students wanted to make an action film, you know, like a martial arts film with me, and there were so many F- that were like, I gave F- at the beginning of the class. Then there was a fight. People attached F- to me. My finishing move was a Kuma's, you know, like blackout attack, but instead of his symbol, it was an F-, you know. So the F- was my thing in the Art Institute. So I guess he wants me to keep it going. But I think we're gonna just stick with ninjas. We're gonna stick with ninjas, and we're gonna start putting stuff in here. Cause I mean, what do we got? Yeah, I'm still mad at freaking Twitch. Like, I should have access to my emotes, right? Like, even the upper tier emotes. I know I should, because other streamers have access to their upper emotes. But I do not. Like, I have to contact Twitch because it happened to me before, you know, and then I subbed to myself just to get the first emote, and they're like, you shouldn't have had to do that. And I'm like, yeah, I know I shouldn't have, but I had to. So I'm gonna reach out to them and be like, can someone tell me why I can't see this? So, oh yeah, you still gotta go up. Set that. Nope, you can't go there, so you gotta go there. And lo and behold, look at that. Tangent there too. It's inevitable. Oops. Oh no. Can we make this a little bigger? Can we make it a little bigger and it not look weird? See if that. See, that looks too thick. No, because I know other streamers who are not partnered, and they have access to the upper tier because it's theirs, right? Like, it's their own. So I'm thinking that should happen too. So I'll just contact them. They let them tell me. I'm thinking like right there. I think 18's where it's at. Yeah. So, since I'm having some technical difficulties with that, we're just gonna, oops, we'll just raise him up just a little bit. All right. Let's see if we can drop it. Still be good. His hair's not at the very top. Goro is stuck. Oh, he's been stuck the whole time, just dancing or laughing or doing something. Although I had him go away, but then he just, you know, he just spawns again. It's weird. I don't know. Alright, last check. Make sure I don't have any weird so I could drop him that much and it'd still work. Okay. That would probably be better. Okay, that one is better. Okay. Ugh, there's always something. Because I lift him up like that. It's mostly better for everything else, except for that he's really at the top of that thing. It's probably going to be our best bet. Just very little space there. think we got it though. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty straightforward. Got the name. Alright, we got Kaiser Studio over here. You know where to find me. Oh no. I knew it. Always something. Actually, we'll go up to this and hit Control T. Come on now. Hit Control and we'll just shrink that in a little bit. No! We'll shrink it in low. It's like, oh wait, he's too big. No, we wanted him to be. You stop. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay, that should do it. Okay, yes, that's better. See, I'm gonna catch hell from my students from that. Right there. That. Right there. It's gonna be... @ won't fit. I mean, I can make it fit. But normally you don't do that, right? You put the these symbols in and then, yeah, really? Okay. Let's merge these. Okay. Okay. And text. And at. What? Oh. Like, that sign does not exist in my world. At. Okay, let's go ahead and stop it. Who's making the banner? Should I put the @ on the follow the Kaiser, or should it be, you know, separate like that? You know, like, do we leave it like that, or do we bring this in? It can't even do that because it doesn't exist. Right next to it. Right, or do we do that? So not that. Someone is making it. Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah. Someone's making it. I am not. They're printing it. It's build a sign. Whoops. Build a sign. I've used them before in the past. They're really good. So like that. Well, I can't. Sadly. I can't use the same font because the people who created that font did not have an @ sign. So, yep. So the only thing we can do is just kind of go through it. It's like close enough. I mean, we can go through them, see if there's one that. Because I really just went with generic @ sign. Predictive text. What? Yeah, nothing's really sticking out. It's like these are all the @ signs. I mean, that one's kind of cool. I go like that one. Pick a boxier A. What about that? Like, what about that one? I think that one's fun. Nimbus Sands. It'll work. Doesn't overpower the other. Yeah. And I like that one. That one's kind of cool, even though it's not, you know, centered, which is driving me crazy. Like that one's kind of cool. The stencil, I should have known I'd like that. I do like stencil. Is this one? No. Windings. I like stencil one too. See, I like that one. I do. I think what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna make it I'm gonna make it its own separate text, right? Because right now it doesn't line up, like, so that kind of is making me crazy. So we're gonna do that. And so we'll just move this over a little bit, down a little bit, off that, and then create another text. Let's go @ sign, and we'll go to stencil. Which one? Do we go to stencil regular? No, this is the one we picked. Alright, that way I can line it up. Like so. Click here. Give it a stroke. Make it white. And drop it down. Got 3 here. What's yours? Stroke is also 3. Alright. let's see. Using our last month's finding and add sign. I know. Last month's finding add sign. But see, it's important. Add to act just now. Right? So, and then. So then if we take those two and just bring them down just a little bit, then we come back to layer 7 and bring those down a little bit. That way there's no weird anything. Save, and we're gonna call it a day. There you go. New banner complete. Banner complete. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me today. We're gonna be back on Wednesday for sure. And wait, I made them lower because before they were touching here, the words were creating a tangent. And I have issues with tangents, so I just lowered it down a little bit. So that way there's still space here, and it's not touching. That's why. No tangents in my house. Or very few. If I can avoid them, there won't be any tangents. But yeah, so like I said, thank you guys so very much. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for those who, sure, yes, I'm sure. I was like, yes, I am. Sundays are the ones that I always apparently seem to just be like, I'm going to go do something else. I promise I'm going to try and get better. But Mondays and Wednesdays have been very consistent. It was crooked. Oh. But Wednesday for sure, because I have to make these new emotes that everyone gets to use. So yeah, so thank you once again. Thank you so very much, Anonymous. Thank you for those subs, getting us to the next emote. This is gonna be awesome. I'm really looking forward to making these emotes. We're gonna move forward with the Empire. I'm gonna be able to make this banner. We're gonna have some ninja hype. We're gonna have ninja raids when we get more people to raid out for people. It's gonna be awesome. So like I said, thank you guys so very, very much. And yeah, let's see if there is someone who can, let's see if there's anyone that's out there that we could raid. I don't know if there is. Let's see, who's on my thing. He's playing video games. Oh, Nika. Oh, we're gonna raid Titanika. She's playing Dead by Daylight. We're just gonna stop in, ninja raid, say hi. We're gonna raid her. It's gonna be awesome. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me. As I mentioned, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Remember, born a ninja, die a ninja. And just hold tight, because we're gonna raid Nico. All right. So.
All right.
Nope, that's the wrong person.
I'm so sorry.
Nope, there we go. All right. So, night. Now this person is awesome. Yep. Good night. Here for the raid too. All right, we're now ready to raid. So here we go. Raiding on. See you guys later.